It is that time of the year when the winter work begins, and I am so excited. I'm so ready to get grafting on my game. So to help me do that, to help me start this winter work as I mean to go on, I'm going to do an audit. I'm going to look at where my game is at right now to help me think about what I want to focus on first when it comes to this winter's work. And to do this, I'm going to turn to some numbers. I'm going to get some data. I've looked at each area of my game, and I'm going to ask myself one question. Of the last 5 shots that I hit in that area, so 5 tee shots, 5 putts, how many of the last 5 was I happy with? And happy is kind of the key here. It's like my measurement of success. So happiness to me might mean hitting a drive that feels like I was able to commit to my swing. Whether it hits the fairway or not, my measurement of success is more about how I feel in my swing. Or maybe it's the putts within 6 foot. Measurement of success is that we want to be making the majority of those. So I'm going to focus on that as a question. Of the last 5 shots in each area of my game, how many of those was I happy with? Let's get started with long game. And we're going to look at tee shots and approach shots in this area. And this one's tricky because I've had a bit of a struggle with my swing lately when it comes to tee shots. So when I think about the last 5 drives that I hit, and I'm going to bundle together driver, woods, hybrids, irons here, because for me at the minute, the focus is very much on my swing. How confident do I feel in my swing? How happy do I feel in my swing? It feels quite low, but I'm going to go for a 2 out of 5 when it comes to tee shots. That feels brutal, but it also feels quite fair at the minute. I think when I look back, thinking about how I've been playing lately, I just don't feel I've got the same confidence in my swing off the tee as I would like. Again, this is a measurement of what I feel happy with. I know there's more in there. So we're going to go 2 out of 5. And I'm going to match that on approach shots actually as well. We're going to go 2 out of 5 on approach shots as well. These are those shots, I would say fairway shots, but let's be honest, they can also be out the rough. So these are those shots into the green. Maybe it's an iron, maybe it's a hybrid, maybe it's a wedge, something that's a full shot approaching the green. And again, just with a little bit of sort of a dent in my confidence with my swing lately, I'm going to go 2 out of 5. So that's our long game. And now let's have a look at short game. I'm going to break short game down into 3 areas: pitching, chipping, and bunkers. Pitching, I'm going to break down a little bit more. Shorter pitches, so your 30 to 50 yarders, and then your longer pitches, 50 to 100 yarders. For me, when it comes to the 30 to 50 yarders, I feel pretty good with my technique and I feel pretty happy with my shots there at the minute. So I'm going to go a 4 out of 5. The longer pitches, not so much. So that feels a little bit more like technique is good, technique is fine, but it's just that dialing in that distance control. So I'm going to go a little bit lower there. I'm going to go 3 out of 5 when it comes to those 50 to 100 yard pitch shots. Then chipping. So because I love flying a pitch in, I actually don't chip that much when I'm on the course. So this one feels a little bit trickier to kind of put some data around. So I'm going to go 3 out of 5 there with our chipping. And I sort of consider that anything from 20 yards and in. Then we've got bunkers. Now this is different for me because a few months ago, I would have rated these pretty low. They were my nemesis. Bunkers to me were that one thing that could blow up a hole for me. If I got into a greenside bunker and would thin it out or struggle to get it out because I'd stand in it with this fear. So I've put a lot of work into bunkers since that sort of period of really struggling with them. And now I actually feel pretty good. I feel like they're okay. So we're going to go 3 out of 5. Room for improvement, but not completely broken like they might have been a few months ago. And now lastly, let's look at putting. And I'm going to break this down into shorter putts, so 6 foot and in, and then longer putts, so anything from outside 6 foot. And I've been working a lot. You might have seen my knee knocker drill, so looking at 3 and 6 foot putts around the hole. I've been doing that a lot. It feels like it's paying off. So I'm going to go 4 out of 5 when it comes to the 6 foot and in putts. Again, not so strong when it comes to those longer lag putts. So I'm going to go for 3 out of 5 when I go for those longer putts. I can just leave myself with too much work to do. So again, room for improvement there. So now that we've got this data, I think it is pretty clear. And I can both feel this in myself, but also have a look at the data to sort of really drive it home that the area I need to focus on first over this winter is my long game and just getting that confidence back in my swing. So we're going to start with a lesson with my coach, Jason, and I'm going to film it. So that will be the next video. We're going to look at where my swing's at, what might be stopping me from swinging in the way that I know I can, but also want to be swinging, and then hopefully try and drill into some moves that I can groove, that I can really sort of get working on this winter. So in the meantime, let me know if you're excited for the winter as well, as weird as it might sound, to get grafting on your game. Let me know if you've gone through a similar audit, and by asking yourself that question, of the last 5 shots in each area of your game, how many were you happy with? Let me know if that's brought up an area that you want to focus on, like I do in my long game, and let me know in the comments below. I'll see you there.